Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco, and today I want to talk about selling comics on eBay, which is something I've more so recently been getting into. I think I've only sold one comic on eBay before I've started recently. It was a while back. I sold my Invincible Iron Man 9 on eBay. I have a lot of experience with eBay. Years ago, I used to sell a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards on there. Um, but yeah, then I really haven't used. I mean, I bought a lot on eBay, but yeah, I haven't really been selling much for a long time. And then I started getting into selling. If those of you don't know, I'm saving up, trying to get a really, really big, expensive Grail, and so I'm letting some things, thinning out a little bit, and trying to get something really cool. That being said, it's come with some interesting new things. eBay has changed quite a while, or quite a bit since I really started getting into it. And real quick, before we get into it too far, this video's a day later than normal. I was tired yesterday, and my throat was a little scratchy, so video's coming to you today instead. But yeah, okay. So the big thing, I've had some success, and I've been selling both on eBay and on Instagram. Haven't done a ton of comics on either. I've sold some good stuff, and it's been some bigger books, so that's been nice. On Instagram, I had somebody that was local hit me up, which is awesome. It's always great when you don't have to ship comics and you just hand it to someone. It's so much easier. But and then obviously you get to save on shipping as well, so good for both parties. But yeah, so I mean that went over nice. So he bought 4 books for me, so that was super cool. Um, which yeah, but and then I've sold one comic, technically one slab I sold on eBay as of recent. Um, I had someone else. It was a strange thing where someone sent me an offer. It was for my Cosmic Ghost Rider signed by Clayton Crane, and I had it at 225, and he sent me an offer for 200. And I was like, yeah, that's fine with me, and I accepted it. And I accepted it fairly quickly. I mean, it was probably just a couple of minutes afterwards. And then nothing, didn't hear nothing. Okay, whatever. Next day, I think next day or the day after, I sent him an invoice. And then I sent him a message, and then, the days kept going on, and nothing. He's just a ghost. So, weird to do that. I don't know why you would send an offer. And he even sent a message. He was like, I'd really like to get this, but I can only, I think he said, I really like to get this, but I can only do 200 or something like that. And I don't know. So I accepted it, like I said, but never got the payment. So that's unfortunate. It really sucks that you have to wait 4 days for the payment. It's one thing, because I think he bought it on Tuesday, and if he messaged me and was like, "I'm getting paid Friday, and I'll get you then," something like that, I don't mind waiting a little bit. That's not a big deal. Um, but yeah, there's no communication. Like I said, I sent him a message, sent him an invoice. Was very prompt in accepting the offer. I felt like I was as accommodating as possible, and nothing from him. So I was able to then cancel that after 4 days. Unfortunately, though, I also had 13 different Lego lots that I put up as auctions. So I had those, and I just had those all listed. They all ended on Thursday, and and they went pretty well. Actually, they went better than I thought they would because I didn't really know nothing about them. Whatever, it's just some extra Legos that, extra DC minifigures and stuff that Chris didn't really want. And I picked out a couple. Like I wanted an Ivy and maybe a Mister Freeze or something. I can't remember what I picked out now. But anyway, so I just threw all the other ones up in little lots up on eBay, and they did pretty well. The only thing that sucked was I had one dude win 4 of them, and again, just radio silence from the dude. I've sent him, I sent him messages, I sent him an invoice, and nothing. So and he bid them up pretty good, and I was going to be pretty happy about that one. And I just don't get it. I don't understand. And again, if maybe he look, oh, I won more than I was expecting to, because maybe you're like, oh, I can spend, I don't know, if you think I can spend this much money or whatever, and then suddenly you won four, and like I said, he spent a good amount of money on the four of them. Maybe he wasn't expecting to win all four of them or something. I don't know what it is, but a message would go a long way, you know what I mean? That being said, I have to wait, I think, until either I'm recording this on Sunday, so either tomorrow or the next day, whenever 4 days has passed. I don't know. I guess it ended at night too, so it didn't like midnight. So it'll be 4 days after that. But so whenever that's ready, I guess I'll be canceling that and relisting those, which is a pain and a bummer, because I have everything ready to go ship up and send all those packages. Could have easily done the other ones as well, but now I have to wait. And yeah, that's not very convenient for me, and not very fair to the other people that were bidding on them. So I don't know. Another thing I noticed was really weird, specifically on the Legos. Now, granted, all my comics have been buy it nows. I'm a little nervous to start them off as auctions, because sometimes in auctions I see comics go for way lower than what they should go for. Like, let's just say it's a $200 comic, and I'll see somebody win one for $75. And, I'm not out here saying I have to get the absolute most money for my comics, but, I want to get paid fairly. And, yeah, I fear that, I don't know, it might just not work out or something, or I don't know. It just makes me nervous. So I don't know if anybody else sells comics on eBay's or whatever, or on eBay's on eBay. I'd love to hear from you if you're like what kind of tactics you use and what seem to work best. You just throw things up on auctions and just whatever they get to, or sometimes they overbid. Does that compensate for other times when they don't or when they go underbid? I don't know. But another weird thing was I was having, specifically on the Legos, and this is another reason why it makes me nervous to do comics as bids. I had a lot of people putting in fake bids and retracting them. So they would put in, I had this one dude that did it on 3 different lots. And he would put in this big number, see what, because when you place a bid on eBay, if it's at $10, but you have a maximum of $50, then you'll be the winner until someone passes you up. But so they'd put in like $1,000 or whatever, and then they'd see where that person's max is, where their cap is, and then like I said, they put it in and then retract it, and they kept doing that, and yeah, it was really irritating. So unfortunately, I had I had one guy do it a few days before it ended, and I guess that wasn't too bad. I mean, it's still scummy to do, but I had one dude retract his bid. I think it was like 2.5 minutes before the listing ended, and it went from $56, and I'm pretty positive he had it. He had it at that price for a few days. I'm pretty sure it was like that, at least for a couple of days. And at the last minute, he retracted his bid, and it went from like $56 or something down to like $23, and I was so mad because there's other bidders that maybe wouldn't have mind paying $40, for example, but they saw it went up to 56, and like, that's my cap, I'm out. When you see it's gone over your budget and you're out of there. And I had lots of other lots sell for just as much, so it's not like it was a crazy price or anything. I guess I don't know that much about the Legos. I'm not not gonna lie, but compared to the other lots, that seemed to be like what some of them were going for, and so it very easily could have gone up to more. But like I said, he cut out with like 2 minutes left, and it went, and again, like another guy's cap was like 55, I guess. And so he bid up, and it went up to 56, and then he backed out. And it was like, oh my God. So I've had some frustrations, to say the least, with eBay. But I am trying to move comics. Unfortunately, the Instagram, I don't have a very big following on Instagram. I think I'm getting close to 500 followers on there. I'm not obviously not known as a comic seller. You know, I'm more so just now getting into it. Um, and I don't know. I'd like to know the most effective routes that you all have for selling comics. Maybe it's not on eBay. Maybe it's this, that, whatever. I'm not gonna get on Whatnot because one, I hear like big keys and stuff. For example, like if I wanted to sell my X-Men 12, I hear stuff like that is not the place to take Whatnot. Um, Bigger books tend to go pretty low for whatever reason on Whatnot. Um, so yeah, and I'm definitely not doing that. I don't know. I like I said, I'm selling a lot of books that I don't necessarily want to get rid of. So I'm not. Yeah, you know, I'm willing to, like I said, not take absolute max profit, but I want to get fairly compensated for them. They're good books. And like, I mean, that is an example of something I might be getting rid of because I'm trying to get another big book. I'm very happy to keep this book, so you know, I don't want to sell it for any lowball offer, and I paid a lot of money for that book, too, you know, which how much ever you paid doesn't really matter, you know, if I paid $1 million for it, it doesn't make it $1 million book, but you know, I have a lot into that book, and I really like that book. It's super super awesome, but I don't know, I guess bit of a rant video, just saying that my comic selling adventures have been uh fruitful, but not without frustration. Uh, so when things go smoothly on eBay, it's very nice and convenient. Um, I yeah, it's smooth sailing. But recently I've had a few issues with it, and is this abnormal? Do y'all usually have stuff like this? Do you have people backing out and not paying often on your auctions on eBay? Because I used to never have this problem. And granted, I used to also I've never really been an auction guy. I never really put things up for auction. I always just put it for fair prices, you know, and always do best offers and stuff. And I I aim to move my product pretty quickly. Especially when I was doing cards. Like, I mean, I was doing that more so as a business. And so, you know, I mean, I was in the business to sell things, so I just put things at fair prices. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with auctions, and maybe that's always been a thing. Maybe it's something that is of more recent issue. But I don't know. I'd like to hear what you all have to say about that. If y'all have any advice for me or anything like that. Also, I guess this kind of works as a little bit of advice if you're looking to get into selling comics on eBay or whatever. Let you know that there are some headaches ahead, which of course there was, but at least a little bit of information of something you can look out forward to, and definitely peek around in the comments. There might be even more headaches that I'm unaware of so far, but that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.